Hello traders and welcome back to another video here on the Learn to Trade channel. Today we are going to be looking at the six cryptocurrencies to look for in 2021, right? Every single one of the signals that I am going to be analyzing here, or the possible signals, are going to be sent to the VIPs. So why don't you go ahead and tap the link below or click on the link below if you're on a laptop or computer and join us on the VIP channel. All right. All right, traders. So why don't we start with the video and the six cryptocurrencies that we are going to be looking at are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Polkadot, Monero, EOS, and Stellar Lumens. And the reason we're going to look at these cryptocurrencies is because I want to base my analysis on market cap and daily volume traded, right? So I'm going to quickly show you the biggest cryptocurrencies or the biggest coins based on market cap. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we have Tether. Now, the reason we're not going to look at Tether is because of this, right? What is the actual USDT, right? I'm going to show you that chart, USDT, USD, and now you're going to understand why we are not going to look at Tether as a possible cryptocurrency that we want to trade. Just look at this horrible chart, right? Untradeable chart, even though it has a high volume traded and it has a high market cap. There's absolutely no movement in this cryptocurrencies, just chart. Then we have Ripple, I'm sorry, Litecoin, Polkadot, and then we're going to look at Stellar Lumens, EOS, and Monero, right? And right here, as you can see, the volume on the past 24 hours is the biggest in Tether, but it hasn't moved. There's absolutely no movement in this cryptocurrency. I don't know why there is so much volume being traded. But we have Bitcoin with a 7-day 23% move to the upside. Ethereum with a 19% move to the upside on the third place. Litecoin 12% move to the upside. Ripple 30% move to the downside. Polkadot 60% move to the upside. EOS minus 1.5%. And our friend Monero that today just got hit with a minus 15.4%. Now, let's have a look at this. This is one of the reasons that I'm focusing on Monero, right? The major darknet marketplaces have stopped accepting Bitcoin as their preferred currency exchange, right? Why? Because um, because it was leaked that the FBI was able actually to trace back those Bitcoin transactions. So because the darknet marketplaces sell illegal goods and services, of course, that the criminals do not want that. I do not want to trade. I mean, do not want the FBI's to trace them back or trace their transactions back. So what are the marketplaces going to be doing? They're going to stop any transaction in Bitcoin and only accept I'm sorry, Monero for their transactions, right? Which means that there's going to be a huge increase in transactions with this coin starting this year. That's why I have Monero on my watch list of cryptocurrencies that we can actually profit from due to high volatility, right? So this, I don't know, this is going to be good or bad for this coin. I only know that it's going to increase its volume transactions, right? Now, let's start with Bitcoin. Actually, I'm just going to show you why Monero is down 15% for the day. You can see that big drop in Monero, right? You would think that news of higher transaction volumes would be bullish for this cryptocurrency, but it wasn't. And right here, the FBI is investing a Ponzi scheme. No, no, no. This is on Monero. So we had the actual news that affected Monero is that it was going to be delisted from a from an exchange. I can't find it right now, but that was the actual news that hit Monero with a 15% move to the downside. It was going to get delisted alongside two other cryptocurrencies, right? Yeah. So that was the reason, and we're going to look at some volume later. But let's start with Bitcoin, and what we're going to do. I mean, this is going to be a little in depth, so and you might actually get a lot of information here. So please watch till the end. You know, I'm going to be delivering everything for these six cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin making all-time highs, and all-time highs, getting closer to that 30,000 mark, right? And today looking very strong on this 4-hour candle. It's up 0, on this candle. This candle is up 0.78%, right? And today Bitcoin is up 1.26%. We are never going to try to sell Bitcoin. That would be just burning money, right? Uh, that's not what we do here. We don't try uh, to sell tops or buy bottoms. That's incredibly stupid. What we try to do is just follow the current trend. And the current trend in this cryptocurrency is a bullish trend, right? So you can see right here. Started with this high, right back in November 30th. Then we pulled back, and then we started this crazy move to the upside. Now let's have a look at the other side of the channel. Let's clone this, and here you go. So this is a channel that we are working with, right? We do have an internal structure that is a little steeper than the current structure, but really that really doesn't matter at all, since we are still, we would still be inside of this big bullish structure, even if we break with what seems to be a pennant to the upside. But more on that later, right here. Skip it like that. Right, so this is the internal structure, the dotted one, and the overall bullish structure is uh, the straight line, orange line, right? So let's see if, first of all, right, we're going to look at key levels that Bitcoin has broken with. The first one, of course, would be this one right here. When we broke with these highs, let's call it the 24,000 level, right? We're going to be using a lot of round numbers with cryptocurrencies. That's just the way it works, right? The other key level that I look at is this one right here, or the 27,600 level. Told you, a lot of round numbers with cryptos. And of course, if we want to go all the way back here, all the way down here, I'm sorry, we have to look at the 19,800 level. Right, so these are the key levels that Bitcoin has broken with to the upside. And of course, a lot of bears have been burned here. A lot of bears were burned here, and they are about to get burned right here, right? Maybe short-term bears or short-term sellers or scalpers, right, made money on the downside, but that's just a losing proposition for me. Now let's have a look at some targets to the upside, right? If we grab the Fibonacci retracement level and we just look at this first, let's just grab the crosshair tool to be exact on our measurements. If we look at the targets around the 161.8, you can see that we are actually above, I know, we are actually hitting those targets if we take this the beginning of the move, right? So we are at the 161.8, which means that we have made uh, a full a full cycle, right? A full bullish cycle on Bitcoin, right? This absolutely does not mean that we are going to go down anytime soon. But what we are, or the scenario that we are planning for is this, is a pullback, is of course a breakout of this structure, right? And a pullback around the 26,500 level. 26, no, it's the 26,200 level or so, or 175 is just fine, right? To retest these previous lows. This would mean that we would be retracing again the crosshair tool, so as to be exact. We would be in fact retracing about 50%, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have I mean, let's put it exactly right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Around 50% of that move. So this is our buy zone in a Bitcoin. Right here, we are going to add an alert for that effect. And nope, alerts. Where are my alerts? Here they are. Alert logs. And yeah, I'm just going to be deleting. Actually, I'm going to do that off stream. That's fine. I'm going to add an alert here because this is where we want to buy Bitcoin, right? Of course, that if you are on the VIP team, you are going to get that delivered. So buys in play. Right? This is the only playable scenario to me in Bitcoin. I'm not going to be selling Bitcoin at the break of the lows. I mean the up move is just too strong for me to do that, and I know that the pullbacks in Bitcoin have not been that deep. But if we want to look at this as an Elliott wave theory, um, 4, 5, 3. No, that's the one. As an Elliott wave theory uh, move, yeah, I'm sorry. We have reached that fifth wave. Actually, it's the high. I'm sorry. Let me just repaint that. This is the first wave. This is the pullback. The second wave. This is the pullback. This will be our fifth wave, right? We have gotten there starting from the lows of the move right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have reached that 161.8, of course, of the way of the first wave, and let's see if we have reached the 161.8 of the fourth wave too. I mean, this would definitely be, and let's change the color on that one because this is a different wave. This would be, this zone is actually where this move is supposed to end, right? Between the two 161.8s. But again, we are not going to be selling into this strength. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for that ABC pullback into this zone for us to be able to buy, right? This will be a great area to buy because it will retest the previous lows and, of course, the structure. So let's wait for that on Bitcoin. Now let's move on. Um, right here. Let's move on. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, I haven't looked at any chart, guys, so I'm going to, well, we're going to do this together, right? Now, Ethereum is looking extremely good. Let's have a look at the weekly chart on Ethereum, or the weekly chart on Ethereum is fine. We do have some potential to the upside. This is why I like Ethereum, right? We do have some potentials to all-time highs around the 15 or the 1600, right? We're trading at around $732. So we have at least a double, a 100% move to the upside for all-time highs, right? So that's why I like Ethereum so much. Now let's go back to the hourly chart and let's have a look at what's going on right here. Okay. Now, actually, we're going to go to the 4-hour chart to look at some structure in the market, and let's see if we actually have some right here. And actually, what I'm looking at here is a possibility of a buy at a breakout of a flag, but I'm not convinced yet of on this. I mean, the reason that I'm not convinced on this uh, possible flag setup, I know that you're looking at it too, right here is because we are at the top of the structure, right? So that's a no-no to me. What I would want is a pullback to that 670. Let's call it 670. Even though after breaking with that level, we already retested it right here. But this would be my level two actually trade Ethereum, right? Or to buy Ethereum. Now, if we break with the highs, if we do break with the highs on what seems to be a continuation pattern play, right? If we break with the highs, um, it really doesn't matter if price overextends the current structure. This will be the actual zone to buy around the 750 level, right? So this is Ethereum for you guys. Um, just a wait and see. Just a wait and see play here on this cryptocurrency or on this coin. Ripple. Now, Ripple, as you already know, got delisted from all possible major exchanges, actually, right? Yeah, it got delisted from all possible major exchanges, and now it's just trending lower, and really, volume has decay on this one, as you can see right here. Volume has decay on this one. We've had some spikes in volume, but definitely not worth the wait, not worth the trouble to trade this crypto, right? Or this coin. But let's have a look at some levels nonetheless, right? Um, right now that we just trade lower, what I would want to see, if you notice, I have an alert here around the 0.30, 0 what, 38 or so, because that was my level, or I had some sell limits at this level that did not get triggered. Actually, this level, these cells were not did not get triggered, and then remove. And then I still have sell limits at this level, right? But the thing about this, I mean, I still have sell limits at this level because I see this cryptocurrency or this coin going to 10 cents, possibly. Now, right now we are trading inside of what seems to be a flag, right? Let's have a look at that. It seems to be a flag, and it seems to be um, that we are topping right here around the 25 cent level. Now, this actually gives us a great opportunity to sell this crypto on a breakout, and I'm going to be sending this to our VIPs. So if you want to be part of that, the link is below this video. So yeah, um, we are in a very important sell zone in Ripple. Remember, Ripple got delisted from three major exchanges because of the SEC investigation and the SEC scandal and the SEC suit versus this company. And just by looking at this pattern, I mean, you don't have to put um, or draw Fibonacci retracement levels and whatever, all the time, right? Just by looking at this pattern, you can know for sure that the correct play is to wait for a break of this pattern and profit from a move to the downside, right? And that's about it on Ripple. I mean, if you're watching this video, a day after I posted it, this move might be already gone. So don't chase anything. This is only for educational purposes only. Please do not burn your accounts trying to chase the market. So this is a clearly big level in Ripple, which we are going to be playing at the moment, right? That's for my VIPs, and let's move on to Litecoin. Now, Litecoin, let's have a look. I haven't seen this chart. I have not yet seen this chart. Pretty similar to Ethereum, um, which means that there is a at least a 184% 184% uh, still moved for all-time highs, right? So, but we have a very heavy resistance zone coming up here on the weekly, right? So the play here, I'm not even going to bother. Well, maybe yes. Let's go to the 3 hour chart. No, I'm not even going to bother with an analysis because that weekly resistance is just so close to this flag play or this possible flag play, right? Right here. Now, what I want to do, yes, is get alerted when a Litecoin breaks here of weekly resistance, weekly R. I want to get alerted when Litecoin breaks with the weekly resistance because I will be deep buying into that breakout for a possible long-term position. But that's what I'm going to be waiting for. There's absolutely nothing else to do. Buying into this resistance is just a losing trade, in my opinion. So if you are looking into Litecoin, just wait for that retest or that breakout to the upside, right? Polkadot on the other side Polkadot is now retesting a previous broken level. This is the 50-minute chart. I do believe that we have a play for a nice flag play on Polkadot right here. Hold on, let me just clone this. Remember that um, um, that flags are easy to play in the sense that you have to wait for the flag to validate your trade, right? So this is a pretty nice flag formation in Polkadot. And the thing about this is that Polkadot, and the thing that I like about this is that Polkadot, every time it breaks with a key level and retests that key level, that level holds, broke with it, retested it, held, and we have a big move. And now we are retesting it back. So we are going to be buying Polkadot with the VIPs as soon as I get off this. Or well, we're not going to be buying Polkadot with the VIPs because, I mean, I'm going to send the analysis. Mm. But if you don't have a coin wallet, it's going to be very, very difficult to trade it because I don't think that you're going to be able to trade it with your broker or forex broker. But in any case, I mean, it's only $8, right? And there's a possibility for a nice move to the upside. Let's look at the forward chart. I do believe that Polkadot is making all-time highs. So let's look at the weekly. No, Polkadot all-time highs at around the 50 level, and we have broken with this is the weekly, right? And we have broken with this level, which means that there is a ton of potential to the upside on Polkadot. Of course, that I would be taking this as a nice day trade because we're looking at the 50-minute chart on Polkadot right here, right? I would take this as a day trade, um, maybe taking some profits here at the daily open and the current daily highs, and holding on for a possible swing trade with stops at break even or so. But in any case, it's a very nice pattern or a very nice market that we are looking here in Polkadot, in the sense that every time we move to the upside uh, and retest these broken levels, these levels are um, I mean, these levels are um, where buyers jumping, right? This is Polkadot, and let's go ahead and let's have a look at Monero, our currency, our black market cryptocurrency, right? This is the 1 hour chart on Monero. Let's look at the weekly chart, right? A lot of potential to the upside, but we have rejected this major zone, right? We have rejected this major zone. Why is this a major zone? Well, that's simple. This is a zone where after a big move to the downside, bulls were found, and then we broke and retested that. So the weekly looks extremely bearish to me. Even though this is going to be the criminal cryptocurrency of choice, the weekly looks extremely bearish to me. Let's clone this and just have a look at this. I mean, It looks like a flag, even though we didn't retest the top of the flag. But if I mean if this week closes the way it is, this is a major reversal pattern on the weekly on Monero. Right now, if we go back to the hourly chart, right, where is it that we want to go? Okay, now we're going to be using the same. I mean, no, we're not going to use the same. But that was the weekly resistance, right? That Monero currently rejected, right? He currently rejected, and um, um, yeah, and we want to jump into that. So what we want here is a retest of this level, right? A retest of this zone, because this would be, in fact, somewhat a possible midterm play on Monero, right? If this move to the downside continues, and I mean, and the thing about this is that we have broken. I mean, this move has engulfed the past. Let's actually calculate this. This move has engulfed the past 21 days of price action. So that is big. That is so bearish. That is so bearish. So the first levels that we need to look for are these lows. We have to be looking from low to low to low to find our short possibilities, right? I'm sorry about this. Our short possibilities. So if price rallies to the 143 level, and we don't have a clear rejection, we're going to wait for that 148. If we don't have a clear rejection, we want to wait for that 155. If we don't have a clear rejection, then we don't trade it. That is as simple as that. But if we do get some clear rejection here and a reversal pattern, then we do want to trade the downside um, at the 143. So the key levels here are the 143.42, 147, I'm sorry, 148, and 154.15 on Monero. Heads up to that because this looks extremely bearish on the weekly. Now, EOS and Stellar Lumens to end this, let's call it a webinar on cryptocurrencies um, to look for, right? Absolutely untradeable EOS to me. This is the 5 hour chart. I'm sorry, I thought I was looking at the 50-minute chart. This is the 5 hour chart. Let's look at the weekly. So the weekly chart. Now, I don't know if you look at this as a bullish pattern or a bearish pattern, but I'm going to tell you how I look at this. Right now, there is a lot and a ton of buyers jumping in at around the 167 to $2 level, right here and right here. So, to make things a little clearer, I'm looking for the breakout of this triangle, right? To the upside. Even though this is a flat triangle, right? After a massive move to the downside. Um, and this is a bearish pattern. But I mean, I see so much strength around these levels that if sellers are unable to break and close a weekly below the 167.5, I'm looking at this as a bullish pattern. Now let's go back to the 1 hour chart and let's have wow and let's have a look at what can happen here. I mean, this is the overall price action on EOS, and to me, unless we break with this high, there is absolutely no play at all. Right? Let's wait until we break with that 350 level, and let's see if we can trade EOS to the upside. And now to end this, Stellar Lumens. This is the hourly on Stellar Lumens, and this is the one that I like the most for a play right now. Right? This is why I left it. I left it at the end, and the reason is because of this, right? We have broken to the upside, retesting this level. At the moment, this is looking very bullish, even though we are declining in the short term, right? From high to low, there was a 47% move to the downside, but this level was clearly rejected, right? Again, flat triangle. flat triangle breaking to the upside right here. Uh, the only concern that I do have on stellar lumens to the upside is that buyers were unable to break with the next key level. So on the short term, what I would want on stellar lumens for me to jump in long is a clear break of this level, of the 14 cent level, and a retest for a clear bullish reversal. But because right now we are still making lower highs on this crypto, right? On this coin. Now, if we break with this key level, which is the 14 cent level, now we would in fact start making higher lows. And that, my friends, is a key sign of a reversal of a massive and massive um, key level where clearly bulls are jumping in. So these are the cryptos that I am looking at for the next couple of weeks at least. I'm going to be giving you some updates. Of course, that all my analysis is going to go to my VIPs. And if you want to join, the link is below this video. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you all a happy new year. Yes.